Hello, I'm Finky. Today I'm trying to present you a rough picture of what I'm trying to do with my final project for the first semester of computer animation course. It is still in the stage of brainstorming and conceptualization. The project consists of three different styles of animations, which are walking cycle, character performance, and attack combo. We'll start with the first project, walking cycle. This project aims at nailing a fundamental animation of walking while giving it an essence of personality. The story that I want to tell is of two friends catching up with each other in the street while walking into different directions. I will use Jackie Rig from Anime Dojo for the animation portrayal. The kind of ambience that I will invoke is a mix of amusement and ecstasies. As for the reference of the walking cycle, I'm using this short clip from YouTube. As for these two pictures, the first one is when Jackie immerses herself with the phone, and the second one when she greets her friend. These are a short illustration of how the animation would be. The style of walking will be pretty careful and slow because her attention is not on the road, but on her phone. The line of walk that she took is rather skewed as well, instead of straight to amplify that she is not focused. The first shot, we approach her from behind, and the second shot, we are catching up to her side and stay until she notices us. When she noticed us, in the third shot, she's surprised, and slowly her expression turns into happiness when we pass her by, and she greets us with smiles. And also her walking will turn into straight instead of skewing because once again she's focused on the street. Moving on to the second project, character performance. Focusing on a character gesture, facial expression combined with lip sync to convey certain emotion in which the character is trying to convey. For my animation rig, I'm using NECA from characterrigs.com. The narrative I give her is that she's delivering a romantic song in front of the mirror as she gets ready for her day. The ambience that I'm aiming for are tender and seductive, matching up with the kind of song that she's singing. I decided to record myself following the song that she is gonna perform. I also searched extra 2 pictures to show you how she'll portray herself when she say baby I and when she say want you. This storyboard is illustrating approximately how the animation would be. In order to fit into the morning preparation routine, I use Calm as a replacement of Meg for her short karaoke animation. First panel, she looks into the mirror tenderly as she say baby. The second panel, she touches her chest to emphasize I, while still wearing a tender look, slowly getting closer to the mirror. The third panel, her looks transition from the tender to seductive as she points her palm to the mirror to gesture the word want, while getting even closer to the mirror. The fourth panel, she's pointing out her fingers to the mirror while backing off while saying you. The final project is called Attack Combo. The aim is to demonstrate impact, force, visual rhyme within the animation while adding a narrative behind it. In this time we use 2 kinds of rigs. The main one will be Yusra Astral Witch Rig by Christoph Scotch, while the other one is Body Mechanic Rigs from Joe Daniel. The narrative of this animation is of 4 bad guys. They are trying to kidnap Yusra while she is having a good time. The emotions that I want to convey in this animation is a mix of innocence and anger, range from annoyed, proud to furious, yet still maintain cuteness. For posture, the first image is a reference to portray happy bouncing Yusra going about her day. The second, third, and fourth image is a portrayal on how she'll finish her opponent. Here's how the animation would work out in the broader sense. The first shot, Yusra walking in bouncing motion, enjoying herself. The second shot, she noticed that there are a bunch of suspicious people trying to approach her, and then poof, she summons her magic hands. The third shot, she punched her first opponent, sending him flying off the screen. The first shot, a long anticipation pose, recharging her energy to do a high jump. The fifth shot, while she's reached to the highest peak of her jump and grabs both of her opponents from the sides and smashes them together. She throws her opponents to the sides after that. The sixth shot, an opponent comes from the front, and she immediately launches herself towards the final opponent and gives him a multiple barrage punch as the screen button. This slide concludes my presentation for today. Thank you for listening. I hope the explanation is clear and concise enough.